to kōrero, from the EC to the GC with Wizzy and JT.
Ai, kia ora no e tiwi nau mai hara mai koutou ki tēnei hōtako nā parakuhi I rungi tēnei reorangi tuatahi o Aotearoa. A kua hau tēnei arunuku te koutou kai whakapāho mo tēnei atu mai nai ne ki te paupotango te rā. Ko te mane he rahina tēnei rā, te rā tuatahi o te wiki te tekau marima o aku hatana here turi kōka, mai tēnei tau o te 2016. Engari tēnei wā ko tai mai te wā mo ngā pitu kōrero mai a hau, rawa ko Jase Tawhiwhirangi, nā Jase T no the Gold Coast. Tēnā koe, Jase.
Kia ora, Walter. Morena anō. Kia ora to all the listeners out there, both of them. Hopefully there's more than two.
Hopefully there's more than two. And of course, Jase is over there on the Gold Coast. It's time for the EC to the GC. Okay, but I see you got a new haircut there, bro.
Yes, I had a bit of a fight with the lawnmower, mate, and unfortunately, as is always the case, the lawnmower won. I was getting a bit grey on the top, so I thought I'd better try to make myself look a bit more youthful, and I don't think it's worked.
Oh, ka pai. Now, just for our listeners that are listening, you can actually see Jason and I talking over the air on our website. Go to www.turangifmmedia.com or on our Facebook page. So you'll see us there on our Turangi FM Facebook page. Okay, Jase, we'll start with you, bro. What's happening there over the GC over the last weekend and the last week or so?
Well, not much on the Gold Coast, but I want to make a special mention of a cousin of mine, probably a cousin of ours actually, Stewie Leach. He's been back home. He lives here in Brisbane at the moment. He's been back home in Rotorua in the national dart competition, and it's his. He's been playing darts for some time. He's been an A-grade darts player since 1986. I don't know what your dart skills like, Walter, but I struggle to hit the board, bro.
Yeah, no, you've got to put the dart in my mouth and throw me the board. What darts?
Don't tempt me.
Okay, so how's Stewie going anyway?
Well, it was his first appearance since 2000. He took some time off to spend with his wife Angela and his family, because obviously darts takes a bit of time getting to that level where we're at a peak performance. So after the 2000 tournament, he took some time off, as I said, and he moved to Australia in 2009 and got back into it a couple of years later. He's been playing for the highest level for Queensland. Now, I know Stewie is a passionate New South Wales supporter when it comes to State of Origin, so he'll love me mentioning the fact that he plays for the mighty Maroons in darts. Won't you, Stewie? Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
And it culminated in a highlight this year, earlier in the Auckland Darts Masters, which was part of the 2016 World Series of Darts, which featured names such as Gary Anderson of Scotland, who eventually won the tournament, Phil the Power Taylor of England, one of darts' big superstars, and Adrian Lewis, who knocked out Stewie in the first round, unfortunately, but Adrian went on to be the runner-up in that tournament. So a good experience for Stewie to rub shoulders with those big boys, and I'm sure he did Gisborne proud in himself, bro.
Oh, me? Yeah.
So the Stewie, who is currently at home there and probably at Whangarā or somewhere in Gisborne, and to all his whānau, Stewie and I used to butt heads on the league field. He played for the Paikea Whalers, I played for Kaiti and then the Mustangs. So to all his whānau out there, a big we are, and big shout out to the Whalers.
Oh, too much. Yeah, awesome. What else have you got there, bro? Anything else?
Yeah, a good friend of mine from my days at Te College. We started together in the third form. It's his birthday today. He lives out at Te Karaka and he works at, well, he turns up to work at Duke Initial. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be doing much. He'd probably be asleep in the smoko shed at the moment. But to Simon Conn, a happy 46, bro. Simon is the son of Dennis Conn, a solicitor in Gisborne, of course, and his mother, Hene, is a manual from Tiki Tiki. So probably a relation along the line there too, Wiz.
Most probably. Yeah, cool.
I want to bounce one to you, bro. How did that weekend, the mayoral debate go on the weekend?
Oh, yes. Well, the mayoral debates. Well, we had that on Saturday morning. We had 4 candidates. We had the current mayor, Ming Foon. Also, running for the mayoral candidate is Jeff Milner. Also, Tony Robinson. And Wahine there joined the group, Yvonne Bishop. Now, she's the sister of Sharon Bishop. And so we had the mayoral debate on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock at the Kaiti Hub. Actually, quite a great turnout of people that came to listen into what they had to say, and then we opened up the floor, and there were some pretty good questions that they put to these mayoral candidates. So, yeah, interesting to see what happens. You know, who's going to go forth and all that sort of stuff. Now, here's a question: say, for example, a woman becomes a mayor. You know how you have your mayor, and then you've got your mayoress. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got a woman that becomes mayor, what is the husband called?
I've got no idea. The Miram?
Mirim, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an interesting. I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking, so with like Ming, he's the mayor, and his wife is the mayoress.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have a woman that's a mayor, what do we call the husband? Yeah, it's a question I'll put out there to someone, as you said.
Or maybe
a husband
at all, because if you want to know anything, you call the mayor, not the husband.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I mean, that sort of things. But anyway, that's quite interesting. What else happened over the weekend? Are you been watching the Olympics?
Mate, the Australian coverage, like I might have mentioned last week, is very one-eyed, and in fact, it's if it's not Australian, it very rarely gets a mention. So I've got my own bronze medal, which I like to donate to
Oh, what a man!
Which I'd like to donate to the Australian network Channel 7 for the rather pathetic coverage of the Olympic Games. It's all about the world, not just Australia. I understand I live here now, and you got to something on the chin, but I think they should lift their game.
Oh yeah, true that. And I've got to say, New Zealand's doing okay. I mean, sad about Valerie Adams. She got the silver though, but I think we were hoping that she would get the gold. So Mahi Drysdale, man, what a close finish for that in the rowing.
I did manage to see that. Someone posted it on Facebook, so I think if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't realise that New Zealand, or other countries in the world were even taking part apart from Australia. And Michael Phelps, who was won his 23rd gold medal the other night. Big effort there.
Wow, man! Of course, United States leading the table at the moment. I think second is it China. They're doing all right too as well. So yeah, I think we're sitting about 17th on the table. But I mean, we got to be happy as people of Aotearoa that hey, we've got a couple of golds and a few silvers. As long as we get maybe another gold, some more silvers would be great.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the sevens, it was obviously disappointing. But I think New Zealand, in terms of per head of population, punched well above their weight. I think if you reversed it to medals won and put it up against the graph by population, I think New Zealand will be certainly near the top of the world. If not top.
Okay. So just before I get to my next subject, what's the weather like there on the GC at the moment?
It's a bit silver, mate, a bit like my hair was until the other day when I cut it all off. So might have to rename it to the Silver Coast for the morning. It's 13 degrees at the moment, and we're expecting a high of 21. So we hopefully the sun sneaks out a little bit later because the weather in the last 2 or 3 weeks has been sensational. We got to 30 at one stage and we're sort of hovering around the mid-20s to 30. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So now we're expecting only about 16 degrees today. So nice to see some fine weather here for a change. And sort of lastly, I want to mention today a friend of yours and a friend of mine, or actually a cousin of mine. It's his memorial today, Genesis Portini.
Yes, I did.
So tell me what you remember about Genesis.
Well, Walter, I don't know him personally, obviously, but Gisborne being the city that it is and the district that it is, people sort of know each other, if not personally, certainly by face or by name. So I think the movie they made about him several years ago now was a great tribute to his work and to all those people around him like Noble Keelan, Michael Manihira. It coined such great slogans like "Burn the School." That was one of the people in the movie. Yeah. And just on a side note, I see that James Rolliston, the actor that played his nephew and also reached fame in the movie Boy, was in an accident.
Yes.
So best wishes to Rolliston whānau, and also to Caleb Maxwell, who was also in the accident with him. Yeah,
I hopefully I think they're still in hospital. I'm not too sure, but I hope that they get well and
Yeah, definitely. I mean, only 19 years of age, so the world's still both of their oysters, and speedy recovery to them.
Yes, true indeed. So, Genesis Portini, 5 years today, passed away this day, the 15th of August, 2011. I was mentioning this morning early on the show that he was an advocate for like minds and all that sort of stuff, and he always used to introduce me when I had to MC an event. He said, "Oh, please welcome my cousin, the Wiz." And I said, "Stop doing it. We're not related." It wasn't until after he passed away when I did some research that his great-grandfather, Peter Portini, was actually married to my great-grandmother's sister, Eda Nakohi, back in 1869. Okay. So here we go. Yeah. So if you have a look on Facebook, I've put up some posts up of Genesis there, and I've asked people to. He loved music. You know, he liked Tom Jones and Tui Teko and all that. So we're doing some songs that he used to like as a bit of a tribute to Genesis.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, are you an Elvis man at all? Elvis Presley fan at all?
Oh, yes and no. Don't ask me to do an impersonation. I could probably do an impersonation of Elvis eating a burger. That's about my limit, brother. But,
Okay. I just want to let you know that tomorrow I'm doing a tribute to Elvis Presley. It'll be his memorial tomorrow, 39 years.
That's right, 1977. You spot on.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So you were in the same era as me, listening to Elvis, you know. And
is that ERA or ERROR? I think I'm an error when it comes to music. But
yeah, no, awesome. Hey, Jase, pleasure once again talking with you this morning over there on the GC. And look forward to catching up with you next Monday as well. Have a great week. Any last comments you want to make?
Sorry, brother, before I go. Sorry, two more things. I made mention of the Coolangatta Tweed Barbarians Rugby Club last week. Their coach, obviously, Stu Donnelly, a former man from Gisborne, is looking for some players for next year. So if you're keen on surfing and keen on rugby, then this could be the club for you because they're right near a couple of good surf breaks, D-Bar and Coolangatta Beach itself. So get on board with that. And if you need information, give me a call via the radio station. I can hook you up with Stewie Donnelly. And also, excuse me, in March next year, we're going to Bali for my daughter's 21st. And we talked to an agent at Flight Centre, and he said there is some good deals at the moment from New Zealand to come to the coast. So if you're looking at escaping that winter chill and want to come to the Gold Coast, then by all means get down to the local Flight Centre, jump online, book some flights or an accommodation, get some package deals. Or if not, I have accommodation contacts over here. They'll do you a very good deal if you mention my name. And I'm serious.
Okay.
And also, I'm more than happy to assist you with any transport needs. I've got access to 3 or 4 different all-modern cars with knowledgeable and very professional and courteous and good-looking drivers, much like myself.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think you'd be driving around Bali, would you? I mean,
no. The last time we were there, we sort of went for a bit of a ride on a scooter, but gave it up after half an hour. It's a little bit dangerous. So
yeah, I mean, a man from the coast who's travelled the world. I mean, you've been to Jamaica. You know, what was? I mean,
that was the highlight of my life.
I was just going to say that would have been the highlight of your life, going to Bob Marley's place and all that sort of stuff. Tell us a little bit about that.
Apart from fatherhood and obviously marriage, it was right up there. A great place, great people, good connection, obviously, to us there in Gisborne and the coast for our love of Bob Marley and everything he stands for. So they were quite interested and intrigued, the locals over there, to hear my story about Bob's inspiration and his connection to us as Māori and as coasties.
Yeah, would you go back there again?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, no, you got to save your money, mate. You got to work hard now because you got to go to Bali.
Actually, so, a massive lotto draw here tomorrow with 30 million. So, should I be successful, mate? Pack your bags.
Well, I tell you what, if you buy a ticket, I want you to put this number in there, number 7. It's just come to me. Put number 7 in there. And if you win the 30 million, then you can shout Lena and I over and we'll come to Bali and celebrate your daughter's 21st too as well.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Lock it in. Consider it done.
Okay. Have a good one, Jase, and we'll catch up with you on Monday next week.
All right. Hooray to you and Teresa. And on behalf of, and special from Teresa to you, thanks, Wizzy Poo. See you, brother.
Okay, mate. See ya. Here we go. Jase the Ace all the way there from the GC right here on the EC.